It's Throwback Thursday, and I wish I could go back to before I saw what I saw and heard what I heard this morning. I did a post earlier of me trying to keep my mouth shut on social media, and it's not working. As someone who advocates and supports maternal mental health, I was pretty horrified to see what I saw this morning. And I am not somebody that will come on here and name and shame. I do not engage in bun fights on social media. It's not my thing. I don't do it. I stay out of the way of any of that carry on. However, in my capacity as a support for maternal mental health, I would actually be out of order if I didn't say something about this so that any parents watching would understand that some of us do have your back. The thing that I'm talking about was a doula lactation support coming on, and her wording was, if you say that you would die for your baby, but you're not willing to breastfeed, then you wouldn't die for your babies. And I was like, no, that's not what she just said. I've watched it a few times now to make sure that I understood that in fact that was what she said. She had said this might be triggering for some of you. This is not triggering. This is toxic and it's damaging, and your words carry power, especially when you're speaking to people who are in the most vulnerable space that they're likely to be in their lifetime. I think if you have just birthed a child, it's probably the most vulnerable that you're ever going to feel. So you're looking at people in this space to offer support and guidance. Now, there's no disputing about whether breast milk's better than formula, or, this is not a dispute. This is not that I'm going up against that. What I'm going up against is that we all have a duty of care. We all have, we're all honour bound to support parents, not to shove our opinions down their throats in the name of getting clicks on Instagram, because that is exactly what that was. That was clickbait. That was come and get involved in this debate. It's not a debate. What you've done is you've diminished the psychological safety of these parents, right? There are 4 stages of psychological safety. It's to feel included, it's to feel safe to learn, it's to feel safe to contribute, and it's to feel safe to challenge the status quo. So what you're saying, with those words, what she was saying was that if you're not breastfeeding, you don't love your child as much as someone who is breastfeeding. That is terrifying to me. And I know this person. So I found it really disturbing that they have chosen their social media clicks and likes and numbers over the psychological safety of the parents that they are supporting. So I want you to come on, and as I said, I'm not naming and shaming, I'm not going to get into a bun fight, but I am going to come on and say, please, if you're a parent and you're looking for support and you don't want opinions shoved in your throat, get in touch with me. I know other people in that space who will support you wholeheartedly and give you the agency and the choice that as a parent you deserve. That is exactly what this is about. It's agency and choice as a parent to make the decisions about how you raise your kids, not because somebody on Instagram wants to get some extra likes. So that is my rant for today. That is my throw it back. I'd like to throw back to before I saw it, because it's been with me all day. Please get in touch if there's anything I can support you with, and have yourself a lovely Thursday evening.